Hello guys, this is Solanki and today we'll be building our very own application. It'll be a web application which is built on OpenAI. So this will be the application. It is a Gen Z startup name generator. You can enter your startup, whatever your startup does. Say for example, it is in the food industry. So then it will give you certain Gen Z names and yeah, it'll be using OpenAI in order to do all of these things. So let's see how we can do it. And by the way, you don't need to know any kind of coding in order to do this. You just have to follow me throughout this entire video, so do not miss out on any of the parts and make sure to follow me because I'll be building this alongside you. So the first thing that you need to do is download VS Code. Now VS Code is an IDE, so something of the sorts of a text editor but on steroids. So yeah, just download VS Code. You can download it from here. And once you have downloaded it, I've already downloaded it over here, so I have the entire IDE set up. The next thing that you need to do is fork and download this GitHub repository, right? So just go over to this link. And by the way, this document will be down in the description box below, so go check it out. All the links are available over there. So once you're here, you then need to fork this repository, and after forking it, you can then download it. So let me just download it. So over here in code, just go over there, download the zip folder, right? So it will download the entire project. And the next thing that you need to do is open the zip file, put it in one of your folders, and there I have the entire thing, right? The next thing that you need to do is get OpenAI's API keys. So how do you do that? So just go over to openai.com/API, and if you haven't yet logged in or signed up yet, then use a new mobile number which hasn't been associated with any of the accounts and just log in through there. So let's just log in or sign up, whatever it is. Once you log in, I've already logged in, so it'll be here. Okay, so now we are here. We can go over to the personal and go over to view API keys. So over here you will find your API keys. You can create a new secret key as well. So once you do that, just copy the secret key. I'll create a new one for you guys. So I'll just copy this. And by the way, this secret key will not be available after this video, so don't try to use it. So yeah, basically you just copy the API keys and make sure you store it somewhere because we'll be using it later down the video. So the next thing that we need to do is download dependencies, that is Node.js dependencies. So how do we do that? You can go over to my GitHub repository and there would be links available for all of these things, right? So if you don't have Node.js install it from here. Just download this thing, and once you're good to go, you can move over to the next step. The next step is run your application. So we've downloaded every single thing. Now we just need to run our application. Now just go over to VS Code for now. Open your folder wherever you have downloaded it. Let me just go over to file and open folder. And over here I'll just go over to downloads, and that is my OpenAI startup name generator master. And once I have this opened in my VS Code, I would then use the terminal. So just open the terminal for now, new terminal, and we have to run two specific commands, which is npm install and npm run dev. Npm basically stands for node package manager. So the node thing that you had downloaded just now, Node.js, it will be used over here. So let me just take this above and write npm install, and the next thing would be npm run dev. So both of these things are done. Now you are ready with your application, believe it or not. It was that simple, right? I would be explaining certain things afterwards, but right now you've done everything. Just go over to localhost 3000 over here, press command and click over the link, and it will take you to this particular website that you've just made. So over here I'll just enter my startup's domain. So say for example my startup is based in the clothing industry, right? And let me just press on generate names. Let's see what names it gives to me. Okay, I think it's not generating names. There is some error. Let's debug the error. So if you go over to your Visual Studio Code, we've not actually added our OpenAI API key. So you'd have to enter that, go over to env.example file, open that up and paste your API key that you had copied from OpenAI, right? So just paste it over here and save this particular file. I've saved it. Now let's try it again. So go over to generate names and click on generate names. Okay, so we have our names ready: Drip Check, Wear, and Bougie Clothes. So some Gen Z startup names. Let's try to add new ones. Let's try with, say, Fruit Cello, right? And let's see what it gives to us. Fresh fruits, fruit basket, and fruit stand. Okay, by the way, one more thing that you need to do is just go over to your env file, and over here there was .env.example, right? So you need to remove the example part and just type in .env. You can rename your file over here, so just make sure that it is .env and not .env.example. Okay, so just make sure that you do that, and then it should be good to go. Let's try out some more examples. We'll say car reseller. Let's see what it gives to us. Street wheels, second hand cars, and cheap as chips. Okay, there are some really good names, so you can try it out. By the way, all the links are down in the description box below. If you like this video, then do press the like button and do subscribe to this channel. I make more such content, so stay updated with them.